Hello, boys and girls. This is Old Man Yells at Cloud for my Patreon Blue Powder Monkeys, and in some ways, back from the dead. I didn't have any health issues or anything. I'd just been offline for a while. We had a series of unfortunate events over the last couple months, and things have calmed down a little bit. There we go. That didn't work. I guess I should have set that up before I got going here. But anyway, so this is just more of a getting my feet wet kind of thing again. I'm going to be working on a lot of. Does that work out okay? Yeah. I'm going to be working on a lot of NorwestCon stuff this year, hopefully, because I may have a larger role in doing the graphics and all that kind of stuff. But for now, something low impact, which is my little fan map for Terraforming Mars. Those of you unfamiliar, tuning in for the first time, whatever. Terraforming Mars is a board game. Hold on for a second here. I had to check all my stuff. There we go. Oh, and I got to turn that off. And honestly, I should have. I guess I don't need to have headphones on, since I turned off the speakers for the thing, so we're all good. All right, we're all good. We find. So Terraforming Mars is a board game where you terraform Mars. Imagine that. And there are several sort of people like to kind of create their own cards and own maps, that kind of stuff, fan-based stuff. The official map for the board game looks like this. And I play on Board Game Arena for the most part. I have played the physical board game a few times. Play mostly on Board Game Arena. That looks different. They're also, I believe it's, or I know it's on Steam, and I cannot grok, as they say. I cannot handle the Steam version of it. The interface is just weird to me. I'm not saying that Board Game Arena is perfect, and it is in fact less than perfect on an iPad, which I play quite a bit of. But I think wonder. I'm going to do a thing right now. It's going to take me a second. But let me see where I would do it. All right. Let's create. I could like stop and start over, but that seems like a huge pain in the ass, honestly. What I want to do. I add a thing. Where my thing? Where's my thing adder? Why am I feeling so dumb right now? Is it left? Oh, it is left. Man, I am out of. I don't want to say out of the loop. I'm not out of the loop. Out of practice here. There we go. Okay. I'll fancy. I just thought of this a second ago. I'll fancy it up in the future. You don't mind my head being cut off a little bit there, do you? You guys see? I don't know if you can see. I guess I can check version that I'm on. You don't really see the red lines. Okay, good. All right, so I can't use that little insert because it's way too small. I'll have it over here on the side. And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I didn't really plan Tack Avenue here. Just wanted to, again, get back on that horse. Okay, so there are some areas down in here. You can't see that. Some areas down in, can't see that. All right, as you can tell in the lower part of the map, there are things called milestones and awards, which I have to do up a space for. And I'm not sure I want to tackle that yet because that's going to be a lot. So I have up here Phobos Space Haven, which you can see on the regular map in the upper left. Deimos Down is a card, not a location on the map. I added that for fun. This doesn't mean anything. Can't place a tile here. It's just kind of to be there. This ocean over here is a placeholder, so we kind of ignore that. Ganymede Colony is right below Phobos Space Haven on the regular map that you can see there, next to Jupiter. And instead what I did is I did a little Jupiter icon in the middle of it as opposed to a city icon. We'll see how that lasts. There are also... Are we on pages now? Nope. Okay. So I had to, this thing bogs down. Bogs down because the amount of crapola on it. So, for example, if I were to do this, and this, and where are my points? Did I only add them onto this one? Interesting. Did I screw up? It's only page 1 so far, right? Something on page 2? Oh no, there's a page 2 there. Why can't I access it? Oh, there's nothing on it, so that doesn't matter. So I put a whole point system up here. Trying to figure out what happened to it. Everything's turned on, it looks like. Interesting. Last time I worked on this was on the 5th. Let's see what that one looks like. There it is. What if I opened up change anything in here? I haven't yet, so we're gonna save over that. So this is 4.9. I must have opened up an earlier version. Oh, I opened up 4.1. Okay. And that's why we versioned. All right, so let's do a save as. Save over 513, which is today, I believe. Yeah. All right. Okay, so now you're getting a little better idea of the chaos of stuff. So adding all that. And then when I start to try to move stuff around and have the snapping turned on, it becomes a whole thing. I don't like what's happening to this planet. I guess I meant to intentional that. So maybe back and not worry about that right now. All right. So as you can see, I did I'm more of kind of a 4x3 format here. So the scoring ends up, and I ended it at 100. Like I could extend it, but it's easier if you loop around 100 to like leave an icon on 100 and then just start at 1, as opposed to this is going to be arbitrarily like 100 and 30 or 32, or it's going to be some weird odd number anyway, I would assume. Maybe not. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 if I went to here. But anyway, so for right now, that's what I'm going to leave it at. I got my little solo thing here, and this is where people normally start with the board game. And then I have a little ocean-y ocean there for some reason. Excuse me. And I don't really remember what that was for. It's probably for the little blue ocean doodad in the upper right of the normal map. Oh, I have the name of the Tharis map here because I'm going to more than likely do some other maps down in here. And then as you can see, I have labeled some of the things and added icons for some of the things, which are slightly off the official ones. And about 100% will look like that. These are pretty clearly plants, titanium. I changed the steel into a little cog. I may change it back, but for now, that's what I want to use. So the tricky bit is I don't think that ocean tiles are super obvious right here. I did kind of a yellow doodad. They're basically like these ones, this one, that one, these three, and that one. But they don't pop out like they do on the regular map where they're literally blue. Though I can't really do blue, so I may end up having to put my little water droplet in here. All right, so for now, I think I was working on the water droplet last. Oh yeah, because it's totally not smooth yet. Look at that little bump. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. So I was trying to create, what are those called? Handles? Okay, so there's somewhere up here is a node tool. Hopefully, node tool. Yeah, for some reason I can't grab this. Triangle. I don't need to turn this into a thing, right? Like turning this into curves. Is that gonna do it? Oh, I guess it is gonna do it. Yep. Yep. Okay, let's try again. This is part of this learning process, and on top of that, I haven't used it in a little while. Okay, convert to tools. Yep. Okay, to node tools. Click and drag. Nope. This is a corner. Yeah, that's interesting. I remember this vaguely. Oh, so I could theoretically do this. Drag, come on. Just do that. Here. Let me see. And I'm going to do that. We'll see you later, Callie. We have a new cat. That's part of the shenanigans. And I am brain dead. All right, rectangular pen tool. Is there some sort of special? Am I just missing the tool? The right tool for the job? Oh, yeah. There. Wow, look at that. That was pretty smart. And why did that go differently? These should be centered, right? Is it two parts? No. Where's my circle? I mean, this is still visible, so this can't be it. Where's this? It's down here? Hmm. It's up above there. Duh. Right. Make a little clown hat. There we go. And then okay, so we want this, that. We want them both smart. Should be symmetrical. Want that one and this one. Can I grab them both at the same time? Nope. Thought there was a way I can grab two things. Let's try. Whoop. That's too bad. Control. Alt. Shift. No. Okay. I don't think that one went straight up. It's like, man, you're spending a lot of time on this thing. Yeah, but it's going to be like all my water droplets. So. Right about in there. Cool. That looks pretty good. Looks a little more violent than the regular ones. I don't know why. I don't know why that word specifically applies, but looks. I think I'm thinking of the droplets from Three Body Problem. There's a teensy little dip there, maybe. Maybe it's just an optical illusion. So let's morph those together. Dunk. So I'm going through all this because I don't think. I mean, I can keep this for later. Yeah, I should keep them together. You can see how sluggy everything was getting. So let's get rid of some of this stuff. Those two things help a lot, honestly. That seems all right. So their ocean tiles have like a little second line, like a thick line and then a thin line. I could do something like that. Is this separate? Is there a... There's an outline somewhere then. Is it this? Oh. There's some crashy trouble. I've heard of such a things. All right, so this already has a secret stroke. It doesn't seem to. And it's not grouped. Okay. Invisible stroke. It's not a symbol. Oh. All right. Well, I think I've spent enough time flexing over this. So I just delete it and start over? Or am I being super, super, super dumb? Everything else is turned off. Oh. Okay. Now everything else is turned off. Okay. So fucking weird. All right. Well, off you go. Oh my god. 698. Let's go here. This thing's making me super nervous. All right, I'm back. Just a sec. All right. So now we're going to add an actual stroke. Oh, that thing. Okay. So I don't really need. There we go. Hey. And color. All right, and we'll add a stroke. Does that not work? Oh. Huh? Maybe I'm just fuzzing out on the interactivity here. There we go. Okay, so right now it doesn't look like there's any kind of added stroke, whatever. How do I order them? Aren't there supposed to be... I'm like missing part of my interface here? Oh, fuck. This whole time. Let's put that... Thank you. Okay. That's what I wanted. Okay. And I thought that's where how it was, but clearly not. What a pain in the ass that was. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, so this should be the officially. I'm gonna have to do that. So this would be where the countdown for oceans are. So we're going to do a heat track and an oxygen track and an ocean track. I don't know if I'm going to do the heat track on this side. I might do them all here. I have them all as one unit. Now, should this be bigger because it's a display thing? Probably. Oop. This one. Yep. There we go. See how tough this is. Turned on. No, these hexes are the size of, yeah, they're just the size of the ones inside here. So it's just maybe overthinking things. Same size as these. Yeah, more or less. Okay. That is 1.208. One point two oh eight. Oh. 1.208. Still not the same size, so why would it be? Oh, that's interesting. How can this one's all mutated? Oh my gosh, is it really? Oh my. This is why working on stuff and then coming back to work on stuff doesn't always work. Yeah. Okay. So drawing new hexes is not good. I'm going to use these old hexes, these crusty old hexes. I'm not sure if I made a copy of that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're starting to get somewhere. It takes me a little while to warm up. Oop. Okay. Check some other stuff. That's funny. Okay. Right. Okay. So make this slightly larger than the regular tiles here. Been having trouble with my computer crashing lately, though some of it power supply related. Power supply related, I got a new graphics card and I did not upgrade my power supply. I have a plan if it survives this. Come on. Sorry about that. This is basically where I want this. I think I want it one over. I think I want it right there. Excuse me. Nope. Nope. Not sure why sometimes this really doesn't want to. Okay. Weird. Sometimes just control works, and sometimes it has to be control shift. Maybe depending on the type of object or something. All right. Okay, that's enough fussery for today, which isn't much, I admit. Let me turn everything back on so you can kind of get a sense of what's going on here. I think the idea... Actually, I'm going to keep this. Okay, those are turned off. This should be... Phobos Space Haven. Does those only exist on Tharis? They do. Ganymede as well, though those should exist on Master one as well. So I might have to fix that. So I think the idea is going to be oxygen. Yeah. There'll be an oxygen track and a temperature track, which normally I think are, normally they're kept pretty separate from each other for some reason. For now, something like that. And then do like a box or something, all the way, or like probably extend the corners of these all the way down and then put the little stripes in there. But anyway, we're going to worry about that later. That is enough to kind of get back into it a little bit. And we're going to be more judicious in the future about more Watch Me Work stuff. So we'll see you soon. Thank you.